Hey, welcome to iRacing's IndyCar Road Series. Today at Barber Motorsports Park. The full course for 38 laps. We'll see how many Spear gets through. Oh my goodness. This is not a track I would normally do. It's a little scary, and I'm very concerned about this group of people we're racing with because there were a lot of incidents in practice and even in qualifying. So things are going to happen. Let's get to the grid.
One lap at a time. Keep your eyes on your job. Everything will work out just perfectly.
Hey, that's good advice. You can't dispute that. I'm very concerned about this car behind me, number 17. I think he had 6 incidents in qualifying alone. So we shall see. It's a 20-car field. We're starting 17th, so there's not much behind me. Hopefully we avoid situations. That's what we want to do. We just want to avoid situations. Just stay out of trouble. Looks like car 16, P16 is starting from the pits. It is helpful a little bit, but not really, since it's on the other side. And P13 is in the pits as well. So people are in the pits.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 6.
Let me make sure everything's ready for the race. Okay, we got the fuel calculator going. 2 of them. We're doing double duty
behind
again. Remember, it was mostly about the oval last time that we had the issues with the fuel calculator, so hopefully that won't be an issue this time. Yeah, I'm very concerned about the guy behind me.
I think we should be behind the 6.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm behind the 6. Man, the spotter's getting all over me. But really, normally I wouldn't do this race, except we've got the IndyCar iRacing series coming up this week. That's the series that mimics the real world series. 2/3 race distances.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind.
And this is what I'm doing as practice, because we'll be doing some of those, so we need the practice. And this is going to be it. There's going to be a lot of incidents in this corner of this race, I can tell you that. Coming up here. This is worse than the corkscrew at Laguna Seca. It's shorter, sharper. Well, I don't know if it's sharper. It's faster and it feels sharper. And this is going to be I've noticed in practice the Aeroscreen now on a road course, it's not as intrusive. At Pocono, I found it very disturbing because you couldn't see what's in front of you. There's such a long straight at Pocono that you need to see in front of you. I mean, the straights are so long, you got to see in front of you. But Barber, it seems like you're always turning.
Like you're gonna be lining up behind.
So we'll be mostly in turns, looking to the left and the right. So it's not really such a big deal. It won't be a big deal at all. But at Pocono it was. And Indianapolis, I bet it's a big deal where it's just, it's very hard to see straight.
Rock and roll here, man. Good look at your switches there.
We're ready to rock and roll. Everything's set, right?
You ready?
Is everything set? Everything's set. Oh boy.
All right, buddy. Line up behind the 6.
Yeah.
Green flag. Spin on the left side.
As I said, that was the guy who lined up right in front of me, actually. And I said there would be stuff going on. So yes, this is why I checked up at the start. That was the guy in front of me who spun. And I didn't want the guy behind me pressuring me to go faster into the guy who was going to spin in front of me. So, you might think Spears just wimping out, but better to be alive and live to fight again, as they say. Besides, so many people started in the pits. Oh, and there's a huge accident in front of me.
Left side. Clear.
And I don't want this guy behind me, but he's behind me. really far back though. I don't know why he's so far back. Oh man.
Keep going, keep going.
Come on, dude.
Left side. Clear. On the left side.
Letting this guy pass.
Clear, clear, clear.
See, so I've already,
28.1.
what have I done? 3 incidents so far? So that means the leaders will be coming up quite soon, because it's been slow going. Somehow we're at 13th. Wow. Now, I don't think any of the guys who have spun or hit people are out yet. Matter of fact, it seems like 3 of them are right behind me, so there's that. That was the poor way to take that. But it looks like somebody behind me took it even worse. I don't know what's going on back there. Oh boy. All right. So far, so good. Still alive.
1 minute 13.677.
And we're hoping to go fairly long in this first stint. I mean, like really long. We got a full tank of fuel. We'll probably go 2/3 of the race before we actually pit, hopefully. Unless, of course, there's something that causes us to pit. That would be unfortunate, to say the least.
On the left side. Clear, clear, clear.
And there's a big gap behind now, so I don't know what happened back there. Well, I can pretty much guess what happened. We were talking about that. Oh, all right. Let's get into a groove. Now that we don't have anybody behind coming for a while. It's just so hard to get into a groove. This track, there are some very dangerous hills. You're coming over the crest of a hill and you're off camber and it'll
1 minute 14.3.
really shoot you out.
04.
I tweeted a couple pictures of me getting shot out in practice. If you're not following me on Twitter, you occasionally see some pictures. I'm sure there's better ways to take these corners, but we're just trying to be safe. We are getting caught from behind, unfortunately. But our delta's green, so we're moving up. This corner should be much faster than that, but that hill will kill me. As I speak from personal experience. Last time we were here, I guess a couple seasons ago, or maybe was it a full year? It may have been a full year. I don't know how often we come to Barber.
1 minute 12.
I know some tracks we come to every other season. But some tracks, yeah, I think Barber's a once a year season. Once a year track. And I did not survive the last race I was here. But since it's now in the IndyCar series, the iRacing IndyCar series, must get better at it. Must complete these races. Yeah, that's very hard to slow down for. I'm doing a couple of these corners very wrong. And by a couple, I mean most of them. But oh well. Okay, so P14 in the pits. Car number 1. Jeez.
1 minute 13.2.
Yeah, this track can really get you. If the other cars don't kill you, the track will. So. That's why I'm being so careful. I mean, this is for me. This is worse than Detroit. And people are always talking about Belle Isle, how when you're on a street course and you got concrete walls right off the course. This is actually worse for me than Detroit. I enjoy driving at Detroit. I mean, even though the danger's right there, this is what I feel is even worse, because if you do go off, there's stuff here. You're not slowing down before the this car number 1 is out. He's in the pits. All right. So we're going to lose a couple spots here soon.
1 minute 13.6.
When I lose, I mean they're gaining on me, so I'm going to let them pass. Because what you do not want is you do not want cars catching you in a braking spot, because they'll run you down.
Left side.
As we saw at the start,
clear. Left side. Clear.
There can be a lot of incidents. So let's just not do anything silly. We'll find our spot in the pecking order. We're faster than some, slower than others. Let's find out where we are and do it safely. Hope that because anyone who's coming from behind has already done some incidents. Do you do incidents? They've already done something. That's why they're behind.
Clear. 1 minute 16.23.
Frankly, we're at trust no one. I don't know who's in top split. I was practicing with Scott Speed earlier. Well, he's fast. There you go. See, so
drive through it.
One of the guys I let by, trying to kill us. Yeah, so I would not be surprised to see some. There's plenty of Indy guys practicing this track too, because this is in the. I'm sure you've all seen the iRacing on TV now. Since there's no real racing, they're showing iRacing. And the pros did Watkins Glen last week. That was pretty cool. And saw them all practicing for Barber. So I guess they're doing Barber this weekend? Well, that would make sense, because this was the actual Barber weekend. So they might be in some of these races I'm in. Well, if it's a single split.
1 minute 14.
As cool as it would be to race with the real guys. And I did. Apparently I did it at Pocono. I raced with an actual IndyCar driver. Or Indy Lights, maybe. I'm not sure. But as cool as it is, I mean, they're so much faster than me, it's kind of silly. Alright, yeah, so from time to time you'll see people in the pits getting some repairs. Knock on wood. Top guys go flat through that one corner and slow down before the second one, but Nope. I just can't get down the gears enough. That's the thing. You got to be able to get down the gears fast to
1:13.768
for when you're going to bring it. So they'll like say, "No, that corner's flat." I'm like, "No, it's not, because I got to get ready for the next one." Here comes Logan Simmons. I was in a league with him, an IndyCar league, and I won the league, if you can believe that. I know, you're thinking, what? I did win the league. Of course, I was in another league with him, Formula Renault, and I did horribly in that one.
On your right, clear.
Alright, so where are we at? P14? Yeah, that's alright, I guess.
1:14.063.
Now our goal, P10, car number 9. Actually, our goal is always supposed to be our car number, isn't it? True, but these might be extenuating circumstances. Now, the leader is somewhere close, I know that. Because they were on the relative not too long ago. I think somebody came out and got in between them. I've never even heard of the guy in the lead. Preston? Jay Preston? I don't know who that is. But because of this is the iRacing IndyCar Series warm-up. There are people who don't normally drive IndyCar who are getting ready for the IndyCar Series. It's a big deal. iRacing does the NASCAR Series, and now they're doing the IndyCar Series. Yeah, see, there's the leader back there. 14 seconds. Oh, somebody else in the pits. Voila. We've raced with him a lot.
1:13.219.
I think he's got my number on the road courses, but I think I beat him in the ovals. That might be wishful thinking, but that's what I think it is. So I like the Indy Road Series. It's a mix. Got some road courses, got some ovals, got some street courses. So you really gotta be able to do everything. And then they structure it in such a way that if you're not good at one of them, you're going to have trouble. Because you got to at least be adequate. Like, you've seen me on ovals. I can hold my own on ovals, but road courses, I got difficulties. Alright, Mora and Hall behind are slightly closing.
12.7.
I think. I've got a battle bot, but your guess is as good as mine how it works, and I don't even see it on screen now, so. Right before the race, the standings went away again. So I had to quickly restart OBS and the standings. And it did work. I restarted the standings. It didn't work, so I had to restart OBS, and then it worked. So I had to restart both. So I don't know. Now the battle bot's gone, which is just as well. I've never been able to figure out how that's supposed to work anyway. Next time on Start Finish, we'll take a look at the fuel. You can look at it now, of course, if you'd like. Before the race, I programmed in 30 liters. And This fuel calculator is saying 35.7. The other one I've got is saying 33.8.
12.548.
But neither one of them are taking into account the fact that I'm going to be lapped. And I think I'll only be lapped. I hope I'll only be lapped once. Let's see, 15 of 38. Would normally say I'm going to be lapped twice, but the early laps were just so slow that it's hard to say. I'm only using 2.71 per lap, though. So I'm going to put in 32, how about? That'll be more than one says. 32 is exactly what the one on screen says. The other one says 34. I think I'll be a lap down. Hopefully just the one. Prepare for just the one. I mean, the second one I can't guarantee, so I don't want to fuel for it and then not have it happen.
13.639.
So we'll go 32.2. It's probably over fueling, but it doesn't matter. Now I can stop and fuel anytime. Now, from now on, the pit window is open. It's a one-stop race. We'll change tires and get some fuel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Other people are already stopping. I hope the leader is not disturbed by my lack of pace in these final corners. If you check a look at the throttle on the left there, I was not full throttle.
5.
I was enough to where he wasn't going to run into me if he came off full speed off the corner, but not enough to make it difficult for him to pass. Yeah, you just can't not get on the throttle because then they'll just run into you. You got to be moving fast enough to get away from them, but not fast enough to keep them from passing. He has not been in the pits. But yeah, so P11 Jaeger, he's been in the pits. Lap 13. That should be enough to make it to the end, I think. Probably. Oh, no, 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 no. Very bad, very bad. Don't hit that curb. I did that a few times in practice, and it is very bad to hit that curb. So we lost a lot of time to the guys behind, unfortunately. We were holding our own on Moore and Hall for a long time, but we just lost a bunch of that.
1 minute 15.851.
Dang it. You know, I'm here for safety, but I don't want to just give up everything. Let's hope to stay ahead of those two. Now, a case can be made for me stopping now. Boy, the fuel calculator really went down. Let me rethink this. And we'll be letting people by, so that'll that coasting will save some fuel. losing time to the guys behind. Now about now would be a good time to split the race in two. Get the most out of my tires. Because by going so long, we're going to be really using the first set and not using the second set so much.
Got 20 laps to go right now.
Thank you, Chad. Okay, so the guy behind Mora pitted. Forget his name. Bell? Hall? Something like that. I can't be focusing on that. I have not had a chance to look much at the standings. There is not much of a straight here. Now hopefully Mora here will pit. If he's smart, he would pit, because I'm holding him up. I'm holding you up, man. I wish he would have pitted.
1 minute 13.405.
Because I'm scared. I intend to continue to hold him up. The more I hold him up, the better for me later. Of course, also by holding him up, I might be scaring myself into a mistake. Yeah, so see, he's in the pits, I guess. He's not in the pits? He just had a mistake?
0.811.
Okay, so he didn't go into the pits, he just made a mistake back there. If you were watching in the mirror, he must have made a mistake. It might have been my fault. I might have braked when he was not expecting me to brake. Alright. But that's another reason why you don't, if you're being held up, could be an incident.
Good job. Just a few more, bud.
Gotcha.
Leader pit road.
Leader's pitting. Is the leader gonna get out in front of us? Parker Hall is disconnected.
1 minute 13.261.
So we came out in front of the leader again. Leader's still in the pits. Very long stop for the leader. And if I was him, I'd be concerned. The pit entry is a little tricky. It's down a concrete lined corridor. So if you get that wrong, you are done. do not want to get pit entry wrong. There are some sharp turns. That was way too slow. I mean, people don't even lift through there. There are some sharp 90-degree turns on pit entry. Lined by concrete walls makes it important to get it right. Vital.
Minute 13.513.
Mora's still hanging out back there. Couple more laps. We're here in P12 now. I think I'm going to lose out to that guy who was behind Mora. Hall. Oh wait, no, it just said Parker Hall disconnected, didn't it? Okay, yeah. Oh, I know who that guy was then. That was the guy who was with Mora and was behind him, and those two guys were behind me, so. All right. So I'm not going to lose out that spot. Actually, I don't think I'm going to lose out to Mora either, because he's had incidents. All right, we're going to stop next time by, I guess.
1 minute 13.232. Leader pit road.
Okay, so Preston came out in P3, so it might have just been a slow stop. Might have needed a wing or something.
Nice smooth. Just a couple more, we're going to pit.
A couple more? All right, not this time by, next time by. All right. There is some benefit to an undercut, but we're staying out as long as we can, I suppose. So Mora must have jumped into the pits.
All last round here, buddy. All last round, pit this time.
Okay, Chad. Pitting this time. Have not been lapped, so I think we're only going to be the one lap. Well, they've all stopped. We have not stopped, so we'll be stationary for a long time. So still might go down to. Logan Simmons, P3. Talked about him earlier. League president. Oh, sorry, Logan. Okay, so it's not concrete, it's Armco, but it's the same thing. Well, technically not the same thing, but you know what I meant. Uh-oh. Wallet. Might lose out to him. Alright, guys. 4 tires and fuel. Yeah, I haven't really noticed
go.
Haven't noticed the, what do they call that thing? Aeroscreen at all. I mean, you notice it's there, but it hasn't hurt me at all. It's so tough on cold tires. Alright, so we came out in front of a lot, but I don't believe we can hold that. Mora is behind Walat, another 2 seconds behind him, so he's behind the other guy, the relative, Jaeger. This is a lot of work. Yeah, we're losing time to a lot. Really what we need is for him to have some kind of spin or something. Just enough to give us a few seconds to get away. Cormier was ahead of us. Continues to close. Oh, so wide. I'm letting Nelson go. I don't want P3 a bit right behind me coming down this part. Because I'm really slow here and these other guys would be faster. So Walat's all over us. I can't keep him back. What he should do is let P4 by, and then when I have to let the leaders by, he can just sneak right by through with them. That's what he's done. He let P4 by.
1 minute 13.944. It's going to be 10 laps to go here.
I can't tell how far I'm behind the leader, Kotov. Preston fell to P2, so he must have had some kind of issue. He was in the pits a very long time. P11. If I just get one more, it'd be P10, but it feels like we're actually going to lose one instead of gain one. I think the guy behind went really deep in the last corner. Gave me a blue flag for a second, but didn't have a good exit at all. But yeah, Jason's right up. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh man. That was horrible.
On the left side. Clear. 1 minute 13.3.
I thought Jason would have stayed a lot closer to him. He must have had a moment. But he is officially here. Whoa, dude! You're slower than me. Jason's falling way back. Way back. He and Kimball must have had something going on there. Because Kimball looked like he was right up on him for a second. I think Jason was trying to let him by, and Kimball fell way back, and Jason fell way back, so they must have had a tangle. That is very good for me. Just keep it together, Spear. Keep it together.
Minute 13.036.
Wouldn't I kill to have those few seconds I've lost having incidents? All but in the same spot, really. Which is a really tricky corner for me. Right down here. Because it's really blind where you have to turn in, and you can't go too slow or you'll lose too much time. I'm going pretty slow, but just need to go quick. So you're just kind of, I don't know. I just can't get it right. That's my fastest lap there, but Jason made up some good time. Dang it.
1 minute 12.2.
You hate to set your fastest lap but still have the guy catch you.
Gonna be pitting here probably in about 4 laps.
We are not going to be pitting. But thanks for sharing. But yeah, when you set your fastest lap and the guy still gains on you by a second, that doesn't sound good. I don't know what those cars behind Jason are going to do, though. Looks like they're a couple seconds apart from each other. They might not catch him. They might catch him. They might catch both of us at an inopportune time. What do we got? 4 laps to go?
5 laps to go this time by.
4 laps to go. Elizabeth. My spotter can't be trusted. Two and a half seconds and 4 laps. Mora has obviously been passed by the leader again. He's now 2 laps down, so there's that. He's still behind Walat, the next car back. How am I getting a blue flag? Oh, these guys passed Walat. Oh no. Now I'm in big trouble.
1 minute 12.
So I'm going to have to slow down to let him by.
Should be 2 more laps.
Come on. Oh man, I had to slow down way too much for these guys. They must have had some trouble. I mean, they were right on me. I'd love to let the leader by and just do 1 lap instead of 2.
One minute 14.4. White flag this time. But just start keeping an eye on that fuel pressure light for me.
I am.
In front of you, he's rolling.
Who's rolling?
Keep coming.
Sorry. I really couldn't let you pass there. Well, I would have let him pass, but it's not a spot where you can let somebody pass. Plus, Jason would have got me. Plus, P2 was nowhere in sight. Plus, I had almost crashed. P11 for Spear. Wow. That was, that last lap, I couldn't say a word. My jaw was wired shut. I was just like, ooh. The tension. Oof. Man. And to have it off there, too. That was something. I'm glad the guy behind me just wrecked, because he had already finished the race. You don't finish the race and then try to pass somebody who's still racing. Here we go.
Checker flag.
Bring it home. P11.
Damn it, sorry, man.
Yeah. Alright. P11 was not our goal of P10, but there's no reason to be sorry. I think that's about the best we could have hoped for. Nobody sent me a bad message, so that's alright. Yeah, there's no way I could let that guy pass there, because one, it's not a passing zone. It would have caused an accident had I slowed down even more. And I had the incident, so it was all kinds of things going on. 1 lap down, gained 6 spots. But the hard charger, Dylan, Luke, nope, he didn't qualify. Sorry, dude. You gotta qualify. He didn't qualify either. What's going on here? How am I going to pick a hard charger? Up 5 spots? Oh, Logan. From pole to 15th. Man. Up 5 spots here. Buck Nelson is the hard charger. I gained 6, but I didn't qualify. He gained 11. He didn't qualify. He gained 12. He didn't qualify. Oh. Oh man, that was a tiring race. Let's see some of the Muppet montage. Not much of it though. Yeah, we can't show the whole thing because that would take forever. Here's the start. I've already left a big gap. Let's just do the start. We'll do the start, the first lap, because that's where most of the stuff happened. We'll rewind when we get to... I'm letting him by because I'm just like, nope. First thing first, guy on the left there. Oops. Dylan. Oh, I was supposed to rewind. This was a guy on the grid right in front of me. Had we kept going, we would have been right behind him. He just loses it all by himself in the T1. That's what I'm saying. When I saw these guys in qualifying, I guess he might have had to check up a little bit. But when I saw these guys in qualifying, a lot of them were making errors, and that's too many errors. I mean, you're in qualifying, so you're going to be pressing as hard as you can, really, but dangerous amounts of errors. So I didn't think some of them were ready. Oh, was I really ready? What happened here? Still clean through here. So far so good. And I think it was the next downhill part that we're gonna come across some Muppetry. Oh yeah, right in front of me there's 3 cars. Boom, boom, and boom. Did any of these guys finish? I don't know. So it looks like that guy, yeah. See, this is why I was always wary of people behind me coming in this corner, because people behind you will punch you. Let's see if that happened. Let's go far chase. See if he gets punted. Yep, he got punted, and the guy and took out the other guy, and then I scoop by there. There you go. There's Spear, the yellow car, and that's a bad rejoin. Let's see, Jake. No, he's out. Matt Dyer was out. Who was the other guy? John Mark. Yeah, they all. None of them survived. Was there any other incidents this lap? Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not the world's best driver here, but safety pays. I got 2x. The one on the last lap when I just had to push as fast as I could. I wanted to let the leader go by and not do that extra lap, but Jason was right behind him, so there's no way I could do it. I think, oh yeah, there was that one other guy, that really slow guy we came across. Oh, that was more. He started 12th. We started 17th. He started 12th. What happened? What? He's just going way too fast. The corner, he's going way too fast in that corner. Grass, gravel. Gotta get started again, and that's where I got by, and I never gave it up. I let that guy pass because, well, all right. Well, there you go. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, let's go to Spear. P11. Again, this was warm up for the IndyCar series. I'm not sure how many laps it is. It's more laps. I think it's about 10 more laps in the 40s, maybe even in the low 50s. It's much longer. It's 2/3 of what the regular distance would be, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching The Spear with iRacing. Click that S to subscribe. Check out some of these other videos. And as always, I appreciate you coming here and spending the time with me. And I'll see you next time with more racing action. See ya.